So that answers your questions, Kajilu. NTV, why are bars still operating, and what is being done operating after curfew hours? Yes, we have, it has come to our attention that there are a number of, I will call them establishments, that are operating as bars, and some of them, as we have read in the papers, even operating way beyond curfew hours. What we know is that some of these establishments are actually restaurants that have somehow gone or converted themselves into bars using that license of operating as a restaurant. I think the regulations and that were put in place regarding this, it's still, bars have not been allowed to reopen. Bars and pubs have not been allowed to reopen. Unfortunately, some establishments that are eateries are also doing some bar business, and this is being looked into. As you know very well, we have various arms of government that implement some of these regulations that we put in place. I'm sure that this is being looked at. Then you asked about herd immunity. What herd immunity means? Herd immunity means when an infectious disease strikes a population, it generally will, unless serious measures are taken depending upon the nature of the disease, it will most likely infect many people, and in the process of infecting many people, people will develop a level of immunity to that disease. Okay. The initial people who may be infected by this disease may bear the brunt of that disease, but over time, most people who will be infected will develop a level of resistance, and that is called herd resistance. Herd resistance has been seen in a number of infectious diseases and the way they spread. If you recall, some countries initially felt that perhaps they should leave things to just be as is without putting any measures, in the hope that herd immunity would prevail at some point. But after seeing the veracity of this virus in terms of its spread, the speed and ease with which it spreads, I think they had to withdraw and put in some measures, because that's necessary. So whether herd immunity will develop against this virus is something that awaits to be seen. We don't know. In fact, even with those who have been infected, we are not certain this immunity that they get, how strong it is. There is work going on to determine how strong is this immunity. Are there neutralizing antibodies that are generated? It seems yes, there are neutralizing antibodies. How long do they last? Studies right now are not conclusive, but it appears that this immunity, as of now with the studies that are done, may not be long lasting, that it may taper off. The question then is, can somebody be reinfected? Again, that is a question that is out there. Once this data comes out, we shall know. And you understand that without that knowledge, then it becomes very difficult to determine really what the best strategy to contain this virus is, other than containing its spread.